Welcome back to another MTGO Modern League with me, Magix, and this time we are just running a Blue Moon deck without any combo finish, but here simply trying to lock out the opponent of playing spells and maybe beating down with Thing in the Eyes. So stay tuned and let's go!
You heard what she said.
So guys, I don't think there is much to talk about this deck. We are, trying to either flip Thing in the Eyes and beat our opponent down with a 7-8, right? And maybe some Bold Snap Bolts, or lock him out with Blood Moon if it's like a Titan deck or something, and Then we also have some Archmage Charms and Cryptic Commands alongside Mystic Sanctuary to draw more cards, to lock our opponent out of options, right? Some cheap interaction, 7 cantrips to enable the quick Thing in the Eyes flips, some cheap removal spells, 1 Abrade, because in the latest challenge there were a lot of Eldrazi-Tron decks actually, and Abrade can help you in a spot where you have to get rid of Chalice on 1. I mean, you can always bounce it, of course, but still, it's more like a 5th bolt that can't go to the face, but at least you have the option of killing an artifact. Can maybe also kill an amulet. And at the top end, we are not playing Jace, we are playing Ral in this slot. I like that Ral actually helps you to kill a bigger creature with this -3, because besides Magmatic Sinkhole, we can't kill anything beyond 4 toughness, really. Only with this 1 Flame Slash to deal with early Goblin Guides and stuff. And Ral not only goes up to 6 the turn you play him, but then you can use his -2 times in a row, and that should most of the times be enough to kill stuff like Tarmogoyfs or Reality Smashers, so hopefully it's good there. So that's also the reason why we have a second one in the sideboard for the Grandy stuff. Some Flusterstorms against Storm and other control decks, right? Even though I think with Mana Leak, Remand, Spell Snare, Archmage Charm, Cryptic, you are pretty much set in the control matchups, but some more Flusterstorms there. 2 Disdainful Strokes because of Eldrazi-Tron and Titan decks. I have seen lists with Ceremonious Rejection, but since Eldrazi-Tron should usually play Chalice on 1, I like this a little bit more, because you can also bring it in against the Titan decks, who as of late are trying out stuff like Questing Beast or what have you, so I think the Disdainful Stroke is still nice there. Ashiok alongside Blood Moon, so you have 4 good cards in the Titan matchups. It also helps against stuff like Dredge, so we have also 2 more relics for the Dredge matchup, but I will also bring them in against Junt, keeping their graveyard small against their Renin 6s, maybe shrinking some Tarmogoyfs back to Lightning Bolt range. I think these relics are fine. We are not that graveyard dependent, but this one won't hurt. Some Dragon's Claws against the red aggressive decks, and here 2 Angers for go white decks like Humans or Merfolk, right? But you can also bring it in against Dredge, because Prized Amalgam and Bloodgust are falling down to this, and the fixed 1 mana bolt effect here against the Goblin Guide decks of the world, and you definitely need these maybe 1 to 2 removal spells in your opening hand against Prowess or even Burn to deal with their creatures, because that's usually how you lose. You can't answer their continuously sources of damage, right? So having the spot removal is very important, and then you try to lock down the top decks and maybe resolve some Dragon's Claws, and then they usually can't win. And that's also a reason why I like Thing in the Eyes here. It gives you so to speak of mass removal when it flips, right? Maybe you have your own Snapcasters in play and can bounce your own Snapcaster too, but it's a pretty fast clock, and usually you only need around 1 to 2 hits to finish the game with it. So just more a fair game, not like the Emrakul version of this deck that we played previously, but at least with this version while you can't steal some wins, your hand won't be filled up with several Emrakuls or what have you. So let's see how it goes. Here we have Serum Vision, Spell Snare for early interaction, Blood Moon if it's a tight matchup, or Force of Negation to catch up some tempo. If it's like a Death Shadow matchup, then I don't like our odds, but in the dark I think I always keep this. And here comes the Swordseize. Yep. He fetched a basic, so I guess he takes the Blood Moon, but maybe the Snapcaster. Could be anything. I think I will hold up Spell Snare in the following turn. We don't need Serum Visions right away. Then we still have enough looks. Well, okay. This makes it easy for us. So we grab an island here. We have also plenty of islands, of course, for Mystic Sanctuary. And I don't need the Steam Vents, I think, but I like the 4th land drop. Let's see if we have to force something here. Bitter Blossom. Well, this is Arc Ward. I don't think we can beat it right now. Seems like a fairy stack or something. Let's pitch the snap here. I will maybe resolve the Blood Moon anyways. See what's coming next. Another Bitter Blossom. Maybe he has Spell Snare too. Not sure. Or Spell Pierce or something. Doesn't care about the Blood Moon, that's for sure. Oh, the Snapcaster Mage. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have used the fetch for Mystic Sanctuary, but we have more of those in the deck. Let's use our Serum Visions here. Don't think holding up Spell Snare for a 3rd Bitter Blossom is the name of the game here. Don't like the Flame Slash. Opt is fine. Let's see what he's doing. He could play a Jace now or something, but couldn't prevent that anyways. Don't care that much about the Sword Scour. It's just an opt, so whatever. Well, that's a reason for Blood Moon anyways. Are we drawing another land? It's too bad. Well, let's try to resolve it anyways. Stops his man lands. We have enough blue sources. Doesn't have double black now. Maybe that screws him. I don't know. Yeah. All in Shinobi. Well, now I wish I would have the Flame Slash again. We are only drawing some fucking lands here. I'm already swearing. Sorry. 7 lands is really bad. Yeah, okay. The mana costs. It's a lot. That's a lot. The Aural or something. Ah, he uses auras, okay. Even Archmage's Charm, yeah. This is kind of lost. It's really annoying to lose to such a card. Really annoying. This. Maybe like this. still like the thing in the ices. He hasn't seen them, and maybe they are good enough. So it's like a ninja deck or something. Maybe he has more enablers like Spellstutter Sprite or something. Sure, I like this Remand. Let's try it like this. Here, I guess. We can lead on Serum Visions here. 2 snaps for card advantage. Lightning bolts. Archmage's Shard. Guess it won't hurt. We have at least a cancel. He might Sword Scour this, but have it. He does nothing. Interesting. Sure. Ship the turn back. Perfect. Of Ruin, okay. So Blood Moon is not looking that hot here, but can always shut off Mutavault and stuff. Opt is a fine pickup. Let's try. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. So we can play the Mystic Sanctuary next turn untapped and put the Archmage's Charm back on top. If he Sword Scours, that's fine. Let's opt here. Yeah, why not? Inquisition. Sure. So Storm count will be 2 if we Fluster Storm something. If pick Spell Snare. Still have the Force. Okay, he picks the Snapcaster Mage. So we have our counter wall up. We have the Bolt for the Mutavault in case he wants to enable his Shinobi stuff or ninja stuff. And we found a Cryptic, not bad. Let's put Charm back on top. Yep. Ship in. Oh. Meant to hit the Windows key here. Okay. Stop his ninjutsu enabler here. Sure. He really wants to mill us and stop our Mystic Sanctuary value. So what's next? knows about every card besides the Cryptic command. Comes the Bitter Blossom. Oh, let's hardcast it here. Okay. Can fetch the Archmage Charm back on top. In case he attacks with the Mutavault, I want the Snapcaster here. So I guess we ship the turn for now. Because now he has 2 attackers. Let's 4 more cards. Wonder how many basics he's playing, since he's only playing basics all the time. Collective Brutality. Might as well try to counter draw this. If he initiates a counter war here, we have the Flusterstorm, so it's good for us. Now, do we get Cryptic back or the Archmage's Charm? Don't hate the Cryptic, actually. Nah, let's take the Archmage's Charm, I guess. Can redraw some cards. Let's try to resolve the Blood Moon here. We are limited with our Archmage's Charm, of course, but I think this time we can stop the Shinobi. Okay. So he has a Spellstutter Sprite here. Let's use this now, I suppose. He can play his Shinobi now. We have the Bolt. The Snap Lock, I suppose. Flusterstorm is good against Spellstutter Sprite, at least. So he still has Spellstutter Sprite open. We can tap this better, right? Oh, we can't really. I mean, if he has a spell starter sprite open, which is mostly what I'm guessing here, then we don't need the bolt right now. Or the Flusterstorm. So I guess we do it like this. If he has a mana leak here, it would be bad, but I don't think he has one. Not like the game is shaping up right now. Well, he has a Drawn in the Lock, which is unfortunate. Get rid of this one. I felt he had a spell starter sprite. Maybe he has one still in hand. We are sitting on our Flusterstorm. Not doing a lot. Nothing to do besides shipping in. Still holding up this damn Flusterstorm. Give me a target. Oh, we draw the Spell Snare. We need so much more time to beat him. He's not playing anything. What a weird game. What a weird game that is. Guess that's fine. Sure. So we have to find more snaps or the thing in the eyes or cantrips or cryptics or something. Two on bottom. Okay, I see. Well, let's keep the board empty, I guess. Cryptic is a good pickup. So we have Cryptic and Flusterstorm or Cryptic and Spell Snare. Yes, an annoying Sword Thief. Serum Visions here. Leak not looking hot. Guess we take the gas. Leak also not great. Stupid fairies. Maybe we take it even as the beater or something. Top on bottom, that's scary. kept one card on top, so I wonder what that is. Ah, where are our thing in the ices? Take, okay. I mean, we have only 23 cards in our library and haven't found a single thing in the ice, which is awkward. Really, really awkward. Snap is a good pickup. There's 2 more blue manas, but he can pay the Flusterstorms now. Maybe to use both, but here, same targets, same targets, same targets. Let's tap him down. I can actually use the mana leak here. Then we redraw a card. And there finally is a win condition. Now I wonder if we have to show him the thing in the eyes. For now, I actually want to hold on to this. Okay, he has 1 card in hand, so I guess we can do this with a snap. That's what I was guessing. Do we draw more cards? Do we bolt him? Nah, drawing more cards is fine. Let's draw more cards. That's what you come for when you play Magic, right? We want to draw some cards. No, we just write this snap to victory. Don't show him the thing in the eyes, because he might... I mean, he will keep in the drawn in the lock, but that's his only removal, right? So... Oops, wrong card. Let's use the snap here. Lightning bolts. Yeah, and that's it. So, when Dillion click and stuff... Most scary card is the Bitter Blossom if it resolves, because then his Bellstarter sprites are becoming real threats. But we haven't seen this stupid ninja, so I guess this is fine. I like the remand. Second Flusterstorm was a little bit too much in this game, but I think that overall there is some merit to it. Maybe you need Anger of the Gods at one point, because he has these other fairies. Then you can clean them up all nicely. Don't think we need the sinkhole actually. Ral would have been okay if it could resolve, but I mean, he has manlands if we don't hit the Blood Moon, so it's not free. Don't like all of these. I don't like the Apparate. I don't like these strokes. So could make an argument for either of those. Has drawn in the lock for the Thing in the Ices, but that's about it. I mean, he has not that much counter spells, so we maybe cut one Flusterstorm and put in one Anger. Maybe only one Blood Moon and then the Sinkhole again. Maybe like this. Don't want to overdo it with the Blood Moons, but they are nice to shut off his manlands mainly. It's not for to screw him. I think it's okay. I mean, it won't stop an early Bitter Blossom, but that's hard to do with the opening hand anyways if he has discards, so... Maybe a Spell Snare here. No. No Spell Snare. Serum Visions. Do we need this right now? Don't think so. To keep up Mana Leak or something. Give him something to think about. This is okay. Oh, he milled over a Cryptic. And we have lost our second Steam Vents here, actually. So I guess we take a basic island here. Yeah, using the Serum Visions now is awkward, but I want to cash in at least one. He will use his Field of Ruin most likely. Oh, he won't. I mean... Do we have Spell Pierce? No? Okay. Maybe he wants to resolve something big? I'm not sure. Hmm. Don't like getting the basic mountain right now, but... Guess we can say top anyways, make him maybe use. I don't like this. He will use his Field of Ruin later on anyways. Don't need this opt right now. He has nothing really. Okay, interesting. We found the Blood Moon. It's not the best. Guess we should the turn for now. Comes the Field of Ruin. Maybe I want the mountain actually there instead of the Blood Moon, definitely. Because then we still have to... No, we only have one red source all the time. Since we have lost our first Steam Winds with the Stem Sword Scour, we can't really make use of our Anger of the Gods anymore. We have to find our Sulphur Falls. And now I wish I had the opt too. Because we are playing this weird draw-go game and nothing really happens. It's always awkward, so... Guess we try a snap here. See if he wants to counter this. I mean, we can try to Blood Moon him out of the game. It's definitely a possibility. Okay. So he has a Drawn in the Lock in hand. Because he initiated an interaction spell here, and it's most likely the Drawn in the Lock. Okay. So now he counters the Snapcaster Mage. Let's use the Serum Visions first. I want more land drops. Well, let's try to stick this one of Blood Moon we have. Shuts off most of his mana, actually. Don't think he has Spell Pierce, to be honest. He has nothing on the table, so even if he resolves his Fat Ninja... Oh well, okay. The Blood Moon was at least a 2-for-1, I guess. Horse was surely annoying. Here comes this ninjutsu now. Really annoying. And he found an Archmage Charm, which is also annoying. Now he gets our island too. Need more land drops here. I don't find these damn land drops anymore. Did you draw another force? He might have another ninja, of course. You never know. At least the land drop here. So we ship back for now. Snapcaster Mage. Don't think we can counter here. Some more islands in the deck, but... Okay, he's no ninjutsu guy, it seems like. We'll have a hard time countering that. So how many drones will he have? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Hmm. This should leave him with only 2 fairies in the game. Thing in the Ice is maybe a way to win this. Hmm. Then again, kill the Snap. I think it's better because this one is only 1 power, so... Okay. So if we chain some cantrips, could maybe steal this. We'll take the spell snare here most likely. No, he won't, okay. He takes the anger that we can't cast anyways. That's odd. Because this protects us from Snapcaster mages too, so... Hmm. Yeah, this makes sense, so... Don't think we win this now anymore. Because we are behind on life totals. And we can't deal with this click. Yeah, this Shinobi in the end I think was the game breaker, or rather the force of negation on our Blood Moon. I think if we would have resolved the Blood Moon, we would have been ahead. Even though the Shinobi finds an Archmage Charm again, but yeah. Remand won't do it, I guess. Does he play something? That would be not wise to do anything here. I mean, he has a Toon Clock. The pressure is on us to find another Lightning Bolt or Snapcaster, so... We are at 1. That's that. Hmm. Yeah. If I keep the mountain earlier on top and hit this land drop earlier, maybe that would have also made a difference. Not sure. Or keeping this opt. I think I have screwed this up. on my own in the end. Waiting for opponent to join. Come on. What you doing? It's afraid of us. That's what this is. Okay. It's a fine hand. So much loading time on MTGO. Cult of Rakdos is deciding. He caps the 7. Well, then anyways. Another Thoughtseize deck. No, okay. Don't like this right now. Draw the other one anyways. Figures. Why not? Why not? Overgrown Tomb. So it could be jumped without turn 1 discard, I guess. It's fine. So let's opt first. I like the remand actually. And we have the Steam Vents too. I don't think we need the Archmage Charm right away, so I guess we can play this tap for now. We place on curve, we can answer Liliana. He hasn't led on discard, so if he plays a discard now, I think it's his only one. I can have it back. Well, it's a card to think about now. We have only one basic island, but maybe I wait one more turn. Put the bolt back on top. He has a Bloodbraid Elf now. Because it's not like we have anything going when we resolve this damn Blood Moon. I mean, this gives him a chance to grab the basic forest. This one is fine. Can only go to 3 right now. Sure. We have a second island here. He will fetch a basic forest, then he can play Tarmogoyf, but then we can maybe still Mana Leak it. So I guess now is the best chance to do it. Could also have a Bloodbraid Elf here, of course. This plays around Mana Leak. This won't, so... Oh. Another Tarmogoyf anyways, so... Let's leak the Goyf. Can deal with the Bloodbraid Elf later. So he has another Goyf in hand. Now we have this spell Snare for it. Need the third island still. If we don't snap Bolt, then he could have a Bolt of his own to kill our Snapcaster Mage before we block, so... Then again, if he has a Renin 6 here, that's also awkward. I guess we can take 3 more. It shouldn't matter. Would prefer to snap Opt, but if we can't get rid of the Elf, that's also bad. Let's hope he doesn't have Renin 6 next turn, or we hit the island. Oh well. The Steam Vents in the beginning. Also breed another Bloodbraid Elf here. Yeah, makes sense. I hate this card. I hate it. No, we need another island desperately. Because we are... Or Lightning Bolt, I guess. Yeah, this is not good. Any Bloodbraid Elf is devastating here. Play the Blood Moon earlier, he has a Goyf in play though. So... Then he hadn't the Forest, but still... Would have another dead Archmage's Charm, I'm not sure. Feels bad to have all these dead cards in hand with your own Blood Moon. Sure. Feels bad. Feels really bad. One island away from enabling the stem hand. Mhm. Well, let's try to hit the land drop here. Now you can have double bolt or Bloodbraid bolt. Or bolt us out of the game. Why not? Not like our remand can prevent this. At least we can kill him. Oh, that's too greedy. Maybe I should kill the Renin 6 there, actually. Okay. Let's try to hit these damn basic islands. There we go. Next turn. Dead against Lightning Bolt at this point. Probably one or two more in the deck. Dead to K-Command out of a Cascade, of course. Mana Leak is dead at this point. Try to hit more islands here. That's neither of those. It's the ultimate. Well, it's at 8. I mean, it's a long time, but it can win the game, so. What a fun and interactive game of Magic. Yeah, I think Ral is our win condition right now. Can't ever tap out for any of the counters. In case he has a Lightning Bolt. Oh. At least we are getting our basic islands right now. There's only one more Tarmogoyf too. And pick it up. Yeah, okay. Still like the Blood Moon somewhat, but it's easy for him to fetch around now. I like the relics, to be honest. Not a fan of Force. I like the Ral as a removal. Maybe one Blood Moon is okay. I think that's the best we can bring in, and I'm not a fan of Thing in the Eyes actually. It's so easy for them to get rid of it with Liliana and Fatal Push and stuff. Maybe... I mean, yes, it can block Bloodbraid Elf, but... maybe still like this, like catching K-commands and stuff. That's correct. Then the question is, how do we win the game actually? That's a real concern. Let's try it like this. Hope that Relic can keep their Tarmogoyfs in check and their Renin 6s. Huh. That's one of these hands where if they lead on discard and we don't have Serum Visions anymore, it could went south, but I like this hand besides that. The Archmage Charm is far off, but we have a lot of early game interaction. Well, here comes. He takes the Serum Visions, and hopefully we draw the second land anyways. He takes the Lightning Bolt, that's interesting. That is interesting. Thing in the Eyes is not the greatest draw here. Could have a Fulminator Mage or something. Sure. All the triple blue cards on top, just when you need the land drops. Probably dead here. Dead in the water. Doesn't seem like MTGO wants to give us more land drops in this game by how the Serum Visions was going. That's very unlikely. Comes a Renin 6. Yep, easy pickup. Well, sometimes you get lucky, I suppose. We'll fetch in response, because if he has a K command, he can shatter discard this in response else, so I feel like we have to cycle here to hit another land drop to be in this game somewhat. Or the other Archmage Charm, sure. Or the triple blue spells. Fulminator Mage for the conceit, please. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Typical MTGO. Don't gives you any more lands. Don't think Blood Moon is that great. It's too easy for him with 1 Ren and 6 to get around it already. Maybe on the play Thing in the Ice is okay. Because he can't directly answer it with Liliana on turn 2. We have drawn all of our top end in this game. No more cantrips, no more land drops. Now he's deep in the tank in what he wants to bring in or out. Well, at least we have some lands, right? For once we have lands. And at least 2 answers to Ren and 6. Don't need this right now. We can get it later. I like this sinkhole actually. Ship it back. Comes a discard. Could take Remand or Mana Leak here. Don't think he cares about the bolt. Yeah. Hmm. One more reason to get the relic in the deck. Greedy this time. Now we have the land drops and draw all the lands. Don't fetch this yet. Now it would be time for one of our triple blue cards. You can bet that we now won't find it directly. Oh, this will be a K command most likely. Or a Blood Parade Elf next turn to make the Minor League more awkward. Oh. So this will be a basic, most likely. Yep. This is also basic. We'll have the Croxer soon. Comes Liliana. It's mana like this. Yeah. Ship the turn back. Do we want one of these cards next turn? I don't think so. I want the Sanctuary for more impactful cards, but I can guess that we don't get them. At this point, get me my opts, I guess. This is one of the cards I want. Let's ship the turn back. We waste our time doing nothing. We can at least draw some cards. I would love to remand this Croxer, but we could mana leak this. Let's get rid of this. Can still answer the Croxer with the Archmage's Charm then. Though that's not great. Actually, let's try to get into the deck more. Circle or something now. Fatal Push or... Can pick it up. Relic is a perfect draw here. Just after we've used the Snapcaster Mage. Okay, so this can be another Sanctuary. Can still pay the Sinkhole if we have to. Let's counter this. Let's counter this. Stick Sanctuary. Get back this. Yes. Draw go. Trying to grind him out of this. That's fine this time. Sure. Let's draw here. Well, that was a bad draw. It was a good draw. 5. But I want this Archmage's Charm in the bin. So that's unfortunate, but I mean, do we care if he picks this land up? No, not really. I guess it's fine, you can have the land. You can have your land. Sure. So 1 land, 2 unknowns. We are drawing like hot garbage, that's for sure. At this point I will keep 1 land in hand in case he has Lilianas or stuff. Maybe even these 2. That's really not good. We don't hit any more card advantage here, so could get ahead now. Here comes the Blood Braid. Yep. And a Thoughtseize. So now he gets his 2 for 1. And we have only drawn 1 Archmage Charm. Have to hit more of our top end, like Cryptics or something. Yes, we have a poopy hand here. I won't bolt this right away in case he has a K command. Don't want him to get it back here. Come on, deck. This is ridiculous at this point. Wow. So now we have to take 3 more, unfortunately, because we need the Aberrate against the Raging Ravine. Finally something, at least. But we can't play it here now. Because then we can't hold up the Aberrate. Now he draws a Thoughtseize, most likely. Or he draws up with his lands. Don't have the Blood Moons in the deck, so still haven't found a single Cryptic. And we still have 2 Archmage Charms in our deck. With the next draw step, we have already drawn half of our deck. What is he doing now? Raging Ravine, sure. do this in response to the trigger in case he has a K-command or something. This was a really good draw. Could have Assassin's Trophy here, of course. think Thing in the Ice is still fine here. This can at least prevent a Bloodbraid Elf attack. He has a push, he has a push. It's also fine. So, 2 cards. He has nothing. It was too hasty. This is fine. Want to use this now. Kill this. Hold up the Archmage's Charm in case he has a Lightning Bolt. Then hope he doesn't draw a Bloodbraid Elf, which would be really punishing. Don't think he has a stop in his main phase anymore. He should really set it. Because he's maybe too slow. Drawing more lands. So does our opponent, luckily. Having Ral at 4 is very good now. How many lands have we drawn? 10, 11, 13 lands. 4, 8. Our opponent has drawn 8 because Renin 6 was 1 extra land. And we draw even more lands. Makes sense. For hold priority. Oh, that's fortunately not doable. Would have loved to hold priority here to get use out of my remand. But that's not possible. I think he has played a land drop here, so should have waited with his land drops, to be honest. Even with the Steamans in the deck. Okay. We have to be careful about our spells now, but I think it's okay. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Flip our first thing. Draw the snap. Attack for 7. Should finally wrap it up. What a drawn out battle. Luckily he only had one. Only one Bloodbraid Elf. Let's just attack. Doesn't matter. Want this game to get over with. I mean, it's taking so much time. I will make a quick cut here. It's later than I expected it to be going, but I have to finish this league anyways, so for you it will only be a second, but yeah, to go to the toilet. So see you back in a second. So guys, back we are. Quickly took a shower, and here, hope to finish these last 3 matches in the next hour actually, because I have to work tomorrow. I didn't expect the first 2 games to be that grindy, but yeah, so far it's okay. 1-1. Blood Moons were okay. I mean, they stole 1 game against Jund, but yeah, we're on the play. Island Serum Visions, right, and maybe Thing in the Ice into Archmage Shaman Cryptic. That's the plan here. Oh, let's try to grab Basing Island. The Serum Visions. We have the 4 land drops. So we play Thing on turn 2. Then have Archmage Charm and yeah, I guess we keep the Cryptic on top. If we don't need it, we can shuffle it away anyways, so let's see. Because we might need the fetch land in the grave for the sinkhole. If our opponent plays a big creature or something. Nothing, okay. Now he could have Spell Snare here. But there is not a lot else to do, so let's slam it. Could have Fatal Push here too. Yeah, it's a Fatal Push. Could be a control deck actually. Yeah, it's most likely a control deck. So this will be another long, drawn-out battle. Maybe like an Urza deck or something. Oh no, he fetches anyways. Okay. Okay, so we have Cryptic here, and this can grab a Mystic Sanctuary, most likely. Sure. Turn and draw. Too bad I can't slam down the Ral now. Yeah, let's do it like this, doesn't matter. Jace, okay, that's fine. So should be far ahead now. Okay. So he is a Foundry deck or an Urza deck after all. That's fine, I guess. Don't hate the Blood Moon here. So he will only have one blue mana open. And he won't be able to counter anything, really. Let's see. If we grab the Sanctuary, we can get the other Cryptic back. Which I don't hate because we have 4 islands anyways, so... Let's get the Sanctuary right now. Let's get the Cryptic here. Then we won't have this up right now. I guess we can ship it back for now. Stop an Urza here. It's fine. You can have your Inquisition, that doesn't matter. Bounce this back. Okay. Let's take the Opt here. So he gets an Inquisition next turn. He will not be able to play it. Ship it back. That's okay, Ral can take one hit. It's not the end of the world here. Sure. Well, he could have the Whir of Invention. Can he? Not sure. Don't think we have to do anything here, to be honest. This is fine. Ship back, he has to do something here. Don't think he can come back, but let's see what he will do. Okay. He is trying to beat the Ral down with the top toss. Hold is a fine pickup. Mana Leak is also fine here. Sure. Don't need the snap right now. Let's just ship the turn and protect the Ral for the ultimate, and that should win the game. Sure. Doesn't matter that he can use the black mana now. Yep, and that's it. Okay. So, since he has Astrolabe, I don't really want the Blood Moons, to be honest. Don't think we need more Rals, to be honest. Still like the Thing in the Ices. Flame Slash can deal with the Urza. Interesting. Maybe we want actually the relics to deal with this combo. That could be wrong if you play the Ashiok. That prevents his Whir of Invention, but I don't think it's that much of big of a deal. Still like the Thing in the Ices to actually clock him and to deal with his Sopter tokens maybe. So I guess we run it like this. Sinkhole can still deal maybe like against with a Tezzeret or something. Yeah, mostly like this. Maybe a one-off Lusterstorm is fine against the Whir of Inventions. But I like most of what's going on here. Maybe we only need to really run Relic. Because the Relic, yeah, I mean, it also stops Mystic Sanctuary, right? So maybe it's correct to run both, actually. Yeah, stopping his Sanctuaries is also valuable, so... Well, that's a hand. Feels like it doesn't matter if you run 22 lands on MTGO with all the cantrips, or 24, whatever. There are either games you flood out on this damn software, or where you don't draw any lands whatsoever, kind of. This card takes a remand. Found a Thing in the Ice without spells. That's not the greatest. Let's fetch now, because if he plays, I played this Geldington there, if he has a Pithing Needle again, could shut off two of our lands, which is not the greatest, so... Could have a push here again. If he doesn't, that's also okay. At least our late game plan. Sure. Flame Slash, okay. No Urza yet, so next turn we have Remand. Should turn. Another Field of Ruin. Oh. Let's don't give him the value. Don't need more lands. Serum Visions, also not that great, to be honest. My counter spells, don't like sitting here all day long on the remand. So thing could flip pretty soon, and then we still have the snap. Okay, that's also fine. Oh, but I didn't use the opt there, great. Well, this thing. Oh, let's play the Mana League, yeah, exactly. these Serum Visions, you know what I mean. I don't like the force here that much. I like the opt actually. Well, let's replay the Sing and ship in for 2. I mean, did he counter our opt with the crypt actually? Yeah, that's why I didn't get the opt, but why didn't he then counter the Snapcaster Mage? That's kind of odd. Well. There's not a lot going on. This means that our Mana Leak will become worse. Let's attack for now. This Field of Ruin is annoying with our Serum Visions. Let's get the Remand back on top. I want to draw the Remand, I guess. See. Okay. In case we draw a cantrip, we float the blue here. Yeah. Deck is not the worst. Do we need the Ra? I don't think this is a Ra game, to be honest. Could have a Cryptic here. So one more spell and this thing flips. Could target our own Snapcaster Mage, to be honest. Okay, he gets this on top. I can't prevent this, unfortunately. Do we want the Snapcaster Mage back in hand? For the sinkhole? I don't think the answer is yes here, so do it like this for now. Sure. We have put the Ral on the bottom, so we did everything right. I mean, he doesn't have infinite cards, so Still naming Jays, okay. No, we don't need this. We have one play already. Finding yet another thing in the ice is not good. Hmm. This is okay. Now we can replay it. Can try to ship in again. So, thing is soon lethal, but we have to flip it. Okay. It's fine. He's nearly out of cards. Don't care about the Astrolabe right now. But I do care about this one, so guess we counter draw this. Let's hope he doesn't have a mystical dispute. Right. It's great. So Mystic Sanctuary, put back the Cryptic on top. Target you. Now it's a waiting game again. We need more spells. And he concedes. Okay, good. One against the Urza deck. 2 more to go. One win out of 2 matches to go even in this league. Or even make a little profit. But so far, the main strength of this deck is either Blood Moon or this Mystic Sanctuary lines, the Cryptic and Archmage charms. Mostly the Cryptics, which is really strong. We are at least on the play, so a lot of looks, and the hand is fine if we hit some land drops, like always. So we look 3 cards deep and have a redraw, so 4 cards. Perfect. So I guess for now I keep all of them. Maybe you have to dig for a Blood Moon, and it's burn deck. No. Okay, basic Mountain Go, that's interesting. That is really interesting. Now we have Spell Snare Bolt open. Kaplusan Forest, is this an Eldrazi deck or something? Like this red Eldrazi deck? Usually this is the case when I see this land, because it makes colorless too. So luckily our deck isn't that bad against this 3-1 haster that can take one of your own creatures. Only have Snapcaster Mage or Thing in the Eyes as an 0-4. I guess if we have a flip thing, then that gets a little bit scary. So this can be a Mystic Sanctuary for the Archmage's Charm. Definitely countering a Chalice for 1 here. Here it seems to be an Eldrazi deck, to be honest. Blood Moon would still be fine. Ral is also okay, since he directly goes to 6. Might not be punked out by Reality Smasher. This was the dude I was talking about. So do we cycle the Archmage's Charm here? I guess the answer is yes. If he has a Smasher, that's really annoying here, but I mean, we can also hold up Snap Archmage's Charm, I suppose. Don't have to use the Ral right away. No, he won't care for Blood Moon. Draw another one. Guess we ship back for now. It's not like they have discard or anything, and unless they hit Cavern of Souls, it's okay. Counter, please. I really wish we had another land drop here so I could have the Ral and then still a Snap, Block and Bolt in case he has a Smasher, but that's not the case, so guess we ship in here for now. Still Mana Leak and Archmage's Charm up. And opt Bolt. Drop the Ral down later for removal or something. 5, yeah, here comes the first Smasher. Let's cash in the Mana Leak, since he has no Cavern yet. Don't like the Force. Blood Moon won't really get him, it stops his green mana, I suppose, but that's not what is important right now. I think we hold on to this Mystic Sanctuary for now. Utah Vault, okay. Could have a Chalice for 1 now. Or nothing, okay. So now we take back the Archmage's Charm. Yes. Drop the Ral. Take the Charm, I suppose. Concedes, okay, great. Still like the strokes against the Eldrazi stuff. Not a fan of Force. I mean, Chalice is really annoying, but don't like the Blood Moons here. They can't stop Cavern of Souls, but cutting the Serum Visions doesn't feel that great, to be honest. It feels like we need some forces to deal with the Chalice, because that's the main issue, I think, besides Reality Smasher. I mean, we have this Apparate too, so maybe one force is okay. Cutting one Serum Visions to hedge a little bit if he names Chalice on 1. Again, Spell Snare is only good against the Chalice. but I think that's reason enough. Anger is only really good if he plays Meta Reshaper, but we haven't seen that. I mean, he usually plays also Noble Hierarch and Bloodbraid Elf, but it's not like Anger can kill the bigger Eldrazi stuff. That's really annoying. So maybe do the Cowards. The Cowards boarding. Do it like 1/1. Ral is okay, but the enemy has so much hasters that Planeswalkers are kind of awkward. I guess 1 is fine, but not sure you really want 2. This one has protection against an early Chalice, so I will keep this. There's also a Thing in the Eyes, which is one of our better threats here. Because he will most likely only have bolts and this Obligator. Drowsy Temple is already scary. I think we take some damage anyways. Don't hate the remand. Maybe on the draw I should get the Blood Moons in. Just to stop starts like those. So we take some damage here. So we hold up remand for the next turn. It does nothing, we can apparate end of turn. This could already be a smasher. Yep. Scary. But we are only drawing the lands. Well, he missed 3 damage there. But we have to hit another counterspell here, that's for sure. So let's hope to hit a 2-mana counter here. Or not a 2-mana counter. Phew. It's already lost, kind of. I mean, have this Ral to maybe deal with the Smasher if he has only one. We would have been at 6 now. Sinkhole was a great draw. For everything. Okay, sure. It's a spirit guide. Sanctuary won't help that much here. Guess we take the sinkhole in case. Place something big. Do this because if he has an obligator, he will punch through anyways, and in this case we've evade the salt knots here because we don't have the card in hand, so it's still on top where it's safe. It's all good and fine. Hopefully we can chain together some spells here, but I still need have to take care about this obligator. That's for sure. Because it's scary if it can get your thing in the eyes. Okay, so we can sinkhole still. Okay. Now we can block because we have the opt in hand. I want a cryptic or something. So we would have been at 6. There's a cryptic. So now it's a little bit safer. So we can end of turn flip, take him down to 11, and then have the cryptic up for tap in case he has this bigger dude. Once upon a time is fine. Salt Seer is also okay. Ramunap don't care. So he has a Spirit Guide back in hand. We redraw. If he taps out, then we can Cryptic. Try to find like a Snapcaster or bounce the Sanctuary actually and then redraw the Cryptic with the Opt. Don't hate that. So far I really like Ra. Seems so much better than you know what I mean. Jace. We fetch a few times. We would have been at 5, so if we keep this game honest, this will keep us at 4. Should be plenty. So yes, you can have this. Sure. Sure. That's what I mean. Now we can safely tap and return the Mystic Sanctuary. Can kill this. Can put the Cryptic back on top. Redraw the Cryptic with the Ra. And then ship in for 7 here. Next turn he should be dead, because we can face or, yeah, evade one of his comet phases, and it's good enough. even if he gets the Awakened Horror now, we have some Snapcasters to throw in front. Yeah, so even if he didn't miss the attack, we would have survived, so we did it the gentleman's way, anyways. No cheating here. Yeah. Ral Zarek, ladies and gentlemen. Putting in some work so far. Really impressive. So, last match. Said I want to finish this till 1 o'clock, so 20 more minutes here. We are on the draw, we have an opt, we have bolt, mana leak. Let's try this. And one redraw. Another Bauble deck, hopefully not Death Shadow. With Bauble, turns take forever. And unfortunately it is Death Shadow. And he might take the Blood Moon, or he is fast enough to don't care. He might also take the opt. Don't see him taking anything else here, to be honest. Yep, he tries to punk us out. So let's pretend we don't have anything, shock this in, because we can still kill a Death Shadow if he plays one here. Oh, no, we can't. Or yes, we can, even if he fetch shocks, the bolt will still kill it. That's too bad. He might take the bolt and play a Death Shadow. Or he takes the Blood Moon and plays for the long game, I'm not sure. Seems like he is Grixis Death Shadow so far, which I think is not as good as the Traverse version with Once Upon a Time. That is just my opinion. He's really in the tank. Makes you wonder what he has. So he's, yeah, was trying to convince himself to not take the Blood Moon. Here goes the Angler. No, this is only 5. So even if I bolt him here, that won't change the math, so to take the damage for now. If I would have bolted him end of turn, this would have enabled the Sinkhole notably. But if I draw another land, we can still Sinkhole with Mana Leak up, which should be fine. Now it's unlikely that we draw the other Blood Moon, so let's get the Shock Land out now. Yeah, okay. We have to do it now, right? No, if he activates a Stubborn Denial in his turn, we can still Mana Leak, and there's not a lot he can do. we can fetch here now. Oh no, this is not good enough, right? Because we still don't have the mana leak up, but yeah, I guess we do it now. Make him have it. If he has a stubborn denial, he has it. And of course he has it. Now I feel dumb. Feels like if we bolt him this turn where he plays the Gurmek, we win this. Feels horrible. Can't deal with this stupid fish. Whatever you do, we can't do anything here. And even the bolt, yeah. Do one mistake and lose this damage. Well, the 5 mana sorcery planeswalker doesn't seem great in face of stubborn denials. That's for sure. Flame Slash can't kill really anything. The relics can maybe stall for some time. Still want the Blood Moons. Don't like the forces. Don't seem that great. This matchup does not feel great. Well, if our opponent can decide quickly, then at least this leak is over before my set timer, so... I also didn't expect in the first game that he only has this one Gurmek Angler and nothing else, because in the end that was what he had. Should have bolted him and then sinkholed him while his counter magic was down, but yeah, bolting him there feels bad if he follows up with a Death Shadow, because then the Death Shadow should be out of Snap Sinkhole range too. I'm not sure. In hindsight, yes, we should have done this, but it's always easy to say. Bolt Snap Bolt is also a way, but that costs 4 mana, so here doesn't feel great. This is the worst fetch land. Or it's worse than Scalding Tarn. Here comes Bauble, discard and all this stuff again. Most likely takes the Blood Moon. Yep. Noise discard. Whale of Summer! Where are you now? Never there when I need it against these decks, because I always then play a deck that don't run the whale, or if I have the whale I don't draw it against this stuff. Always feels bad. Also wondering why he didn't use Fetch Shock there. Hmm. More likely is it that he has still Fatal Push in his deck? Not sure. Let's keep this. At least we know that there's some gas on top. I guess he didn't Fetch Shock because he wanted to get the basic Swarm, but then again you have double discard. If you put in the threats, who cares about Blood Moon? Well, he could be in Gurmag Angler already. Spell's now not looking great. It's only there to take Snapcaster Mages and Drawn in the lock. Which is an answer to the Thing in the Eyes. Eight more minutes, come on, you can do this. You know my hand. If I have a Mana Leak, it's not like you can play around this anytime soon. Just slam your damn fish and call it a day. Come on, do it. Don't waste my time. Yes, you have a stubborn denial. Good for you. Well, let's hope that we can chain together some spells, that he doesn't have an answer to this thing, because we then have a chance. If he has a Drown and Stubborn Denial here, of course, thing is dead, so yeah, thing is kind of always dead. It's always dying so far. Yeah, it's not like I'm blocking here. To 14. Here comes, okay. Takes the opt away. Sure. I bet we will draw another land here, right? That's how it goes. Okay. So what do we put on top with our Sanctuary? Maybe the Sinkhole? Go to 9, we go to 8. Death Shadow. Okay. I mean... At this point, I feel like I have to rely on the thing bouncing his threats. So with Archmage's Charm we can get at least the Death Shadow. Maybe use it as a blocker. I mean, he will have a Stubborn Denial anyways, so... Maybe I should have bolted in response. Seems like he has a K-Command and a Stubborn Denial in hand. At least that's what I am guessing right now. Yeah, I mean, with the Stubborn Denial he can prevent the bolt anyways, so... Don't think that was an out then. No, we can't use the Spell Snare, unfortunately, so... Not sure if this is a game where you have to put Remand on top. Keep the bolt open, remand your own bolt, and Spell Snare your remand, just to flip the thing. I'm not sure. Maybe in the end you could have won this, but still feels like a bad matchup all in all. Besides that, I mean, yeah, you play a Blood Moon deck and don't face the Titan decks then, that's how it goes. But it punked out the Junt deck and at least prevented the Fairy Rogue player from activating Mutavault in the first game. Besides that, I was not impressed by the Blood Moon, but yeah, if you don't face the ramp matchups, that's how it goes. I like the Ral, and most of the other games, yeah, we won with Mystic Sanctuary and all this counter stuff, so that is shut off by the Blood Moon 2, unfortunately. So I wonder if you really need this. Yeah, but anyways, that was Blue Moon. I like most, yeah, if you want to run Thing in the Eyes, this is a setup. If you don't want to run Thing in the Eyes, that would be these 6 slots, most likely, but you need something to win the game, and can maybe do it with more Planeswalkers or clicks or what have you, but I don't like those in this Haste Creature and Wrenn 6 matter, kind of. So Thing in the Ice is the fastest clock. It can block against the aggressive decks, but all in all I was not impressed, because there's so much Fatal Push running around, stuff like that. But yeah, I guess if you face other control decks, this is very good. If you face the Titan decks, this is very good. Burn is okay if you have the Dragon's Claws and the early game removal, I guess, because you have Spell Snare, Mana Leak, and then all this hard counter stuff, and once you have your Sanctuary going, you will always draw more counters. Then again, yeah, this is a matchup where Thing is also really great, because they have a hard time dealing with it, and it's a really fast clock to put the game away, so that's that. Yeah, there's not much really else to say. It's definitely an alternative to the Emrakul deck that we played before. In the end, both went 3-2. Of course, we faced different matchups. Each has different, good matchups, bad matchups. I think the third variant you can run in blue-red is, instead of this combo, you run like Kiki-Jiki and Exarch or Pestamite or what have you. And in the end, it always comes down to this core of Snapcaster Mage Bolt and Cryptics and these Archmage Charms along with the Sanctuary. If this is good to do in the meta, then this deck is great. If you face matchups where this is too slow, and this is most likely not good, but yeah, it's a fine meta call, and the deck is not that pricey all in all, and I think the only really pricey card is Force of Negation in both decks, so it's definitely an option if you want to play control and don't want to lose to the Titan decks. Then you have already a good matchup there, and then it's mostly figuring out what other cards you want to deal with this Death Shadow stuff and what have you, but I think all in all, I mean, it's not like you face Death Shadow all the time. I mainly face it when I only have Bolt as a removal spell. That's how it goes on MTGO for me. Because Flame Slash is not great in this matchup. You only have one Magmatic Sinkhole, and sometimes you can punk them out by Blood Moon and stuff, but it's unlikely, so yeah, there you have it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time too. Stay healthy, have a great day, and bye bye.